Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cabinet Vision Guy. In today's episode we're going to do part 2 of how to add and save lights in Assemblies. And in this episode what we're going to do is we're going to show how we can control some of the lighting with some room level parameters. So what I'm going to do, before I go adding any parameters in or attributes, I'm just going to head down to assembly level and take a quick look at my light and look at some of the attributes that I actually want to affect. Let me just switch this up. So what I've got on my assembly and what we did in the previous video is just added a light in here, and I'm going to just select that light and right click and go to properties. And what we've got here is the same options or properties for the light that we get when we first introduce the light. And what we can do is we can set the different properties depending on the light type that we're using. So for this one I've got a brightness and a softness, but if I was using a spotlight for instance, I'd also have the cone angle for the spotlight. And what we do when we use these slide bars, because Cabinet Vision's Cabinet Vision, what it's actually doing is setting up a parameter for us in the background that we can control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my brightness to about halfway and my softness to about 75% and hit OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to assembly level, or into the object tree should I say, and then just click on my user defined light. And in here what I can do is I can check a couple of the parameters that I've got. And I'll find two parameters here. We've got underscore BRT, which is the brightness, and underscore SFT, which is the softness. And these are the parameters that we actually want to control from room level. And what this means is once we've got multiple assemblies within one room, we'll be able to control the lights for multiple assemblies or multiple situations and setups from the left hand side. So I'm just out on the welcome screen, and this is where I'm going to go into parameters to add some room level parameters to help me control the lighting. Now the different parameters that you set up here is really dependent on the types of scenes that you want to be creating. What I've done is I've broken this down just by the light type at the moment. So I've got a bulb brightness, a spot brightness, and things like an overall light softness and a spotlight cone angle in here as well. But you might have different parameters set up, for example, where you may have an island unit with lighting on the island unit that you have in one parameter where you can control the brightness. You might then be doing some wardrobes and have some lights on the interior of cabinets, so you might have a parameter set up for interior cabinet brightness. So how you set this up and how you control your lighting or different lighting within a room really is up to you and the types of renders that you're going to be creating. For me, I'm going to add a new one in here, and I'm going to call this lighting. And I'm just going to call this under assembly, I think, lighting. And then what I need to do is I need to set this to be a room level attribute. I'm going to set this one to be an integer, and I'm going to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it So I try, when I'm creating parameters in my system, I try and use a naming system that I'll be roughly familiar with when I come back to. So this one I've just called it user lights and then under cabinet. And then what I'm going to do is I'll leave this at a value of 0, and then I'm going to head back into my job from here. And with my job now open, you'll see that I've got my job level parameters on the left hand side. You will also see that I've got a few here that I didn't have in my parameters list, so I've actually changed a few and updated a few. So what I'm going to do, and what you should do if you're in an existing job that you're going back into, is head into utilities, update job, and then choose parameters. And I'll just hit OK onto this. And what we now should have is we've got a new option in here under ASM lighting or under assembly lighting. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to again go back into my object tree, click on my room, and then I can view all my room parameters in here as well. So if I don't remember, like myself, the value that I've set or the parameter name, you can come into here, double click on it, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this from here. From there what I can do is, if I want to, I can head back down to the assembly level and go to the light itself, or I can just navigate through the object tree and find, I think it's probably going to be wall 8, there we go. And then I've got my user defined light here. And what I'm going to do for the BRT or the brightness parameter, I'm going to double click on that one, set it to be an equation, and then set it to be my room level parameter. Then what I'm going to do is just hit 3D, and I'm going to go back into one of my views, and I'm just going to give this a rough preview render to begin with. And what I'm expecting to see is, I think, no lighting underneath that. Yep, because we've got it set to 0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enable it and then give that another preview render. And you'll see, as soon as we've enabled our lighting, you'll then see that the light appears underneath our assembly. And the great thing about this is, once we've got our assembly saved away, we can then reintroduce it. And I'm going to copy this over, again just to show, and back into 3D. And then we can control lighting for all three of these. So if I just disable it for a second, and do another preview render, you'll see that we've got our lights disabled there. What you will see on some of the main renders that we've used for this scene is we've got some wardrobes over on the right hand side. So we have those set up on different parameters. So again, we can control the lights underneath the assemblies separate to the lights that are in here. And if this was a kitchen scene, we'd also probably have some models with bulb lights in as well. Again, maybe over an island unit. And we can control those completely separately depending on what parameters we've got set up. In the next few videos, what we're going to be doing is adding a few different lights in. We're going to add some to some wardrobe units where we've got some hanging lights, and we're also going to add some into some models as well, so that when we drag the light, the physical light in itself, it's already got a bulb pre-programmed into it. Hopefully you found this episode useful. Feel free to give us a like, share and subscribe. We're also on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thecabinetvisionguy, and instagram.com/thecabinetvisionguy as well. Cheers!